What, you mean that one?
He pressed the button.
He has pressed the button.
Why is it he never tells me when he's going to press the button?
He never does that as well.
I let it.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Addicted to Disney podcast. We are live. I would say live, but we are actually sitting in our room at the Hotel Santa Fe at Disneyland Paris. And we are joined by Rachel and Ian. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Now.
What about me?
Oh. And Mr.
And the other
Disney.
one.
Of course, Mr. Disney.
Mr. Disney's doing all the techies bits. So I need to apologise about the quality of the sound because we're in quite an echoey room and we've got some weird and wonderful microphones. We've got some very weird looks when we set everything up in the Santa Fe.
So we're here in the Hotel Santa Fe because we're going to talk about Disney with friends. So Ian and Rachel, welcome to the podcast. You're our first guest.
I know. It's...
Illustrious title. First guest. We like that.
We're honoured.
Yeah, we like that. Honoured.
Yes, we're honoured.
Oh, you're more than honoured. So, guys, you're here with us at Disney. So what was your first trip to Disney like?
It was in 2019.
That was your first trip. Yeah,
Yes.
you go first.
And it was for my birthday. We came in the Christmas season. And we come for 3 days. Was it 3 days? And since then, we've had the Disney bug.
You've been hooked,
Been hooked.
literally. My first trip here was when the park opened. First year it opened. Came
So
here with a
92?
family and had an absolute blast.
Has it changed much since 92?
The studio's changed a lot. The main park, you could literally walk away 10 years, 15 years ago, walk back in the next day, and it feels like it is the next day.
I say, because when I came in 92, some bits weren't here. I know Casey Jr. and that weren't here when I first came. And Space Mountain wasn't here when I first came. So, but yeah, the park has changed. So why do you like coming to Disney?
It's just a happy place.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a place where you can just leave all your troubles at the door and just enjoy yourself. It is just good, clean, healthy fun.
Be a big kid, basically.
Yeah, my feet don't enjoy it,
No.
but the rest of me loves it.
I don't think anyone's feet enjoy it.
No. It's called a Disney shuffle.
No, you have to suffer for the enjoyment.
Yeah, there are means and ways of dealing with your feet, that's for sure. But yeah, we're here with Disney with friends. So Disney trips on your own, how did you find them?
They're amazing on our own.
On your own?
Hold on. This now sounds... Disney trips on your own. They're amazing.
Yeah,
Which means you've got to come up with a superlative
I'm going
statement
to.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Disney trip with friends is... Oh, I suppose you have to do it.
They're making me say this, by the way. Disney trips with friends is even better. No, it is. It's better
honestly.
on so many levels because you can share the enjoyment and just have fun with more people.
I totally agree. It is. We come, as you know, me and Mr. Disney go to Disney on our own quite a lot, but coming with people like you guys, it takes it to another level.
It does.
It's more enjoyable. You get to share experiences. You get to enjoy stuff. You don't get pressured into doing stuff and then stitch the Energizer bunnies around. I think Mr. Disney likes coming with friends, don't you, Mr. Disney?
Just apologise there for the tea drinking that's just appeared.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
Not
good
going to waste.
do I prefer doing it with friends?
That's so wrong.
Do what?
I'm going to have to... don't worry, I am going to edit this afterwards. Do I like doing Disney trips with friends? Yeah, I do. And I think I prefer doing it with friends than doing it on our own because it's almost a case of you have things to bounce around. So you bounce off against each other. You can come up with silly jokes. You can do the Eeyore t-shirts.
I will point out at the moment, Mr. Disney and Ian do actually have matching Eeyore t-shirts.
It's not much of a tale, but I'm sort of attached to it.
And there is a long history behind why they've got matching t-shirts. Rachel can verify
I can confirm that.
that we did a trip with these guys in October and all we had all trip was, why is it always me?
I don't know what she's talking about.
And I couldn't understand why it was both of us that time.
So we decided that, yep, they had to have matching t-shirts for this trip.
So now they are Eeyore and Eeyore.
Yep, the Eeyore Club.
Right, you're going in the park for those. Mr. Disney's just put a pair of ears on.
No, I am
Stitch
not.
ears.
Stitch ears, my lord.
He's been stitched up.
I've been stitched up.
Yep.
So what's your favourite part coming with friends?
Leave him.
Right, see you later then, bye.
No,
I'm leaving that bit in.
My favourite part about coming with friends is the banter and bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
And shared experiences, shared enjoyment. The rides are great, but the company is even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you
Yeah,
on that.
that's what does it for us.
No, not that I don't like doing
No,
Disney.
I'd say the company.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's having
the best
other
bet.
people to
Yeah.
experience,
the
fun
experience
with.
with you.
And of course, there's going to be future plans, isn't
Yes, we already have future plans.
Apparently so. I've got to speak to the bank manager.
You've
I have
just been told.
corrupted
Yeah, I've just been told.
successfully.
The question now, and this is going to be an interesting one, is what's the bad thing about going with friends?
That's a hard one to nail down because there aren't many negatives. One negative, I suppose, would be you're going to have to compromise. You know, if one person wants to go on one ride and one person wants to go on the other, you're going to have to work out what you're going to do during the day. So there is a little bit of deconflicting that way. Other than that, you know, if they're friends and you get along with each other, you're going to have a blast. There are a few negatives, very few negatives.
Very, very few.
There are very, very few
The
negatives.
positives definitely outweigh the
Yes,
negatives.
definitely.
I think for me, it's a case of make sure they really are friends.
Yeah,
before you
yes,
come out.
absolutely.
make sure,
You'll
yeah.
soon find out.
You'll soon
you
find
will.
out. Because either after the holiday, you've either got really strong friends for
Yeah.
life, or you'll be looking for some new friends because they
Very
turned
quickly.
out to be
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
they turned out to be less than friends.
But it is, I mean, when you're here as a group, there's an element of compromise.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't all do everything you want to do when you want to do it. You've got to work as a team, you've got to deconflict. But that's part of the fun of it. You know, it's all about the shared experiences.
And also knowing each other's limits as well.
Absolutely. And respecting those limits.
Yes.
You know, if someone is tired or not having, you know, a peak day, then you just got to, you know, work yourself around that. But that, you know, there are more positives than negatives without a doubt.
Definitely.
And also, if we've done trips where it's going, right, okay, we're going to go and have a break.
Yeah.
If you guys stay in the park, we're not going to feel offended. Yet
No.
there are people I know that do go with friends. And if one person turns and says, actually, I need to go and have a rest, the rest of them sort of get whingy and do, oh, do you have to?
I mean, that's all together with group dynamics.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
you're with good friends that understand each other, then no one's going to take offence to that sort of thing.
Yeah. And proper friends do understand.
Yeah, yeah. And then they're the people you want to go again and again and
Definitely.
again with.
So would you come with us again?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It is definitely different. It is from my perspective, it is a lot more fun because I do sometimes feel, and I know Mr. Disney Wayne doesn't realise I do sometimes feel that I'm here having fun in my bubble. I love Disney. If I had my life, I'd come here every week. Don't think the bank account would let
That
me
would
do
be
that.
rather expensive.
Yeah.
But I do sometimes feel that Mr. Disney's here because I'm here. At least having someone like with Ian being here, he's got then someone else, male company to talk to, and they can banter on about anything from work to football to the colour of the.
When is the last time I've ever spoken about football?
Okay, but they can banter, talk, they
Techie
come up with
stuff.
ideas, techie stuff, man stuff,
Manly
have some
techie
man
stuff.
love.
Yeah, manly techie stuff.
And then there's me and Rach.
Shopping buddies.
We go shopping together and then get called girlfriends. So
Yes, that's a story for a...
Another day.
that is
Another
a story
day.
for another day. But yeah, no, it's.
This is turning out to be a very misogynistic channel, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
I will point out, ladies and gentlemen, that we're multicultural, we're multi-faith,
Yes.
we don't really care what you are. So yeah, if you're into
Anybody can go shopping.
anyone
But no,
can
for
go
me,
shopping.
having someone like Rachel
And we
gives me
tend to.
someone to have a banter with, a bit of fun with. Rachel's into the characters as much as me.
Yeah.
It gives us the opportunity to have Ian and Wayne to be our photographers,
Yep.
even if they do nick my camera every now and then.
I say nothing.
I deny everything.
Don't worry, I'll be checking the footage later. But it's just nice. It's friendly and it's fun. And obviously this time was also the first time we've driven. So there will be a video coming out on the channel of us actually driving for the first time.
Screaming while going round roundabouts.
Well, after your sat-nav, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And having their support, or as I call it, the Parry Dakar backup team, it was great.
It felt like the Parry Dakar backup team.
I like that.
The last
The
stage.
pirate backup team.
Yes, it was. I've been told. I mean, when we do Disney normally, we normally come out on the Eurostar. Kaz has flown out a couple of times, but this time we decided, for some strange reason, mainly because Ian said it was a really good idea.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the Channel Tunnel, drove over from Calais, and the first 2-3 hours of it wasn't too bad. French motorways are pretty good. We had a tap and go bleepy thing, so we paid the tolls. And then the last half an hour, Ian's sat-nav had a fit. And it was the Parry Dakar through French back roads, which were so narrow. In fact, one road was so narrow, it was a one-way system.
Yeah.
And we saw more of the back of Disney than the front.
But it's
'Cause
an
at one point-
interesting angle, isn't it?
It's an interesting angle.
to see.
Yeah. And it's like you can see the hotels. And it's still
from
20
the
minutes
back.
drive. It's only 4 kilometres away, but it's 20 minutes by
Yeah,
car.
but the sat-nav actually go left when the hotels are in front
It's
of
all
you.
part of the
Yeah.
It
deception
was a
plan.
good journey. It
Yes,
was good fun.
the problem was that we could see the hotel on the right, but the sat-nav was saying, go left.
But no, it was good fun. Having you guys there with us on our first drive down as our Paris-Dakar backup support team really helps.
We'll be a backup support team.
Again. Next time we might take the motorway for the last third of the way. In defence of my sat-nav, it redirected us because there was an accident on the motorway.
And there was traffic.
And the only accidents we saw in the country lanes were the ones behind us as we were leaving, so it was not a problem.
I did get beeped once by some French driver who didn't like me cutting him off.
No, that's a term of endearment in France. You know, if they beep you, that's a compliment.
Right,
Yeah. Just wave your blue passport at them.
right. Does that count also if they have a blue flashing light on the top of the car and they're beeping
The
you?
blue flashing light means go faster.
Right, okay, yeah. I tried that. Yep.
Coming over to Disney for us with friends is such a different experience.
Yeah.
We do have fun. Me and Wayne go on our own. We have a laugh. We joke. Having people like you guys to share it with is great. And I know we're talking about future plans of things we're going to do. From our experiences, we feel you're going to love it.
Yeah. As Ian silently sobs into his wallet.
So to bring this to a reasonably short close, tips from each of us for going to Disney with friends. So Ian, give us a tip.
Tip number 1, talk to each other. Converse. You know, everyone has their own needs, their desires, what they want to achieve that day. Talk together as a group, work it all out, because there has to be a little bit of compromise when you're in a group situation.
Yeah.
That's my top tip.
Rachel?
I'd say plan. Make sure you are wanting to do the same thing. And if not, come to a compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah, communication is definitely key, especially if
Yes.
you're going to be travelling together.
Yeah.
And especially if you're going by road, because if for any reason one of you wants to stop, you can then message the rest of the team to say,
Yeah.
oh, I'm pulling into this one. And then they're aware why you're stopping, because you don't want to cause panic.
Of course, that only works when you can spell the French names
Hence why I took
on the
photo.
WhatsApp group.
Hence why I took the photo of it. We're going into that one.
We got to the right to
We got there, we
was,
sorted out, yeah.
Although we did try and pull over to one that was actually closed.
Yeah.
They were rebuilding it. So Kaz, your top tip?
Top tip for going with friends is be prepared to compromise and understand that what you want to do, maybe they might not want to do, and vice versa. They might want to do something that you don't want to do. So you do have to compromise.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing.
No.
That's a good thing, because it means you can actually experience things you'd never do on your own anyway. Because we all have the rides that we've never been on, and you end up going on something new and thoroughly enjoying it.
And this trip at the moment, we are experiencing different things.
Yeah.
Let's just not mention Tower of Terror yet, because we haven't yet been on it. And lastly, my top 10 tip, it's not really a top 10 tip because there's only 4 of us in here, is link your bookings with Disney, because then you get adjoining rooms and you get a door where you can go and shout at each other at 8 o'clock in the morning and go, are you getting up?
Yeah.
And everyone goes, no, I'm still asleep.
Yeah, having the linked rooms is definitely a good
Yeah,
idea.
that's good.
That is handy, yeah. It's
But
more
equally,
social.
it might be.
It's a holiday, it's Disney, but it's also a sociable
Absolutely.
event as well. And that's something that I really like.
Okay, I think that's about it, really, unless you can think of anything else.
That's the roundup of Disney with friends. A bit of waffle, a bit of fun, but you know that we waffle on our podcast anyway, especially once Mr. Disney's pressed the button. If you like what we're doing, carry on listening. You can also find us on YouTube and various other socials, and we'll see you on the next one. So it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
And it's definitely goodbye for me. So thanks for listening. And as Kaz has said, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and various other podcasting sites. So please, if you get a chance, and you can do, please leave a review or give us a few stars. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, have fun and be safe. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.